Yo, what's good, everybody? Yeah, this is LB again, and right now, man, I'm about to talk about this whole thing about the Outlawz smoking 2Pac's ashes. Like I don't know, man. This probably be biased, man, because I'm a big 2Pac fan, but man, really, man, I don't see why this is all in the news, all on the internet, all of a sudden, man. Because I mean, if you a big 2Pac fan, I mean like a real 2Pac fan, I mean this is nothing new. This is nothing new. You know what I'm saying? Because I heard years ago, like like not long after Pac had died, that the Outlawz like smoked his ashes. Matter of fact, man, they confirmed it back then. This is like not long after Pac had died, man. They said that they smoked his ashes, man. I don't know, man. It just sounds kind of crazy, man. That all of a sudden it's all on the internet, and you know, other artists are being asked about what they think about it and everything like that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't know. Maybe it's because the internet now, and we got so many new artists, and maybe I don't know. Maybe people just want to get other artists' take on it. But I mean, it's just, I mean, I don't get it, you know. And that may be because I'm a big 2Pac fan. Cause I knew about this years ago, man. You know what I'm saying? Years ago. So I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of people, man. They saying, man, that's. I mean, I guess I guess that is kind of. I guess for somebody like me and you, or something like that, I guess that would be like outrageous, man, to smoke somebody's ashes. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I mean, Pac, he said in one of his songs that's what he wanted done. I forget the name of the song. I can't think of it right now. But he said that's what he wanted. He wanted them to do. But I don't know, man. It's like, yeah, I'm just wondering why it's such a big news now. But like I said, man, like the real 2Pac fans, like the hardcore 2Pac fans, man. I mean, this ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new to us. Like, we been knowing about this. But you know, it is what it is. I mean, you know, it's like Steele from Smith and Wesson. He was like, that was their general. You know, he was their leader, man. They had a lot of admiration for him. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I guess looking from their perspective, man, you could understand. You know what I'm saying? Because they had a lot of respect for him. Pac taught him a lot of things, and Tupac had been like mentoring these dudes ever since they were like young, man, like pre-teens, I think. The Outlawz, man, these guys were real young when Pac scooped them up. I think he scooped them up like back in it was the early 90s, man. I think it was like 93, 94, somewhere around that time when he when he scooped these guys up, because they were known as Dramacidal back then. And it wasn't as many members as it is now. Like, I forget which members it was, but yeah, back then, yeah, they were young dudes, man. They were like from maybe like 14 to 15 years old, somewhere around that time. So, I mean, that's amazing though. But yeah, these were some young dudes when he scooped them up, and he mentored them, man. He taught them a lot of things. So like I said, looking from their perspective, I guess it's really nothing out of the normal. Something you would expect to be done, but hey, it's 2Pac, man, but no, that's all I wanted to say about it. I'm not trying to knock it or anything like that. I was just curious why it was all in the news right now. But looking at it, it's kids, it's kids that were probably born after Pac that's gotten into 2Pac. They probably didn't know nothing about it. You know, that's why it's getting back in the news. That's probably something they'll find interesting. It's something else to learn about Pac. So, you know, I mean, it's nothing negative. I mean, I'm not being negative about it. I was just wondering, you know, because, you know, like, you know, the real I mean, well, I shouldn't say the real 2Pac fans. I guess if anybody's a fan of any type of his music, they're a real fan. So let me rephrase that. I guess, you know, any 2Pac fan, like, that came up, that was around during his era when he was alive, you know what I'm saying? You know, they pretty much, you know, we all pretty much know all about, you know, them smoking his ashes and stuff. But, you know, Pac is, you know, Pac through the decades, you know, through the years, he has been reintroduced to different new audiences, you know, from kids who weren't born, who weren't around during his era, you know, when he was alive, and he was, you know, doing his thing, you know, just something else for them to learn. That's what I'm getting out of it. You know, I was just wondering, you know, but you know, it is what it is. So you know, that's it. You know what I'm saying? You know, feel free to leave your comments here on YouTube. You know, and you know, follow me on Twitter, man. Larry B Fresh. You know, it's just Larry B Fresh. No, there's no 20 or anything like that. You know. Yeah, I don't want to give my Facebook out, man. Really, nah, I ain't gonna do that. Cause I only accept people that I know anyway. Yeah, you know, just hit me up on Twitter or whatever. You know what I'm saying? At Larry B Fresh. And then of course, man, you know, I'm here on YouTube. You know, Larry B Fresh 20. Yeah, this one has the 20 in it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You can, you know, add me as a friend or whatever like that. But feel free to leave your comments, man.